As we learned, the Obama administration was selling Americans a very different version of ISIS than the actual reality of the situation. Donald Trump has stirred up some controversy of his own, remarking 5 times in the past 24 hours that President Obama is the, quote, founder of ISIS. Here's just one of those occasions.
Last night you said the president was the founder of ISIS. I know what you meant. You meant that he created the vacuum, he lost the peace.
No, I meant he's the founder of ISIS. I do. He was the most valuable player. I give him the most valuable player award. I give her too, by the way.
But he's not sympathetic to them. He hates them. He's trying to kill them.
He was the founder.
Right, Democrats were quick to pounce on those comments as inappropriate, but can they really claim the moral high ground when they have made equally inflammatory comments in the past towards their political opponents, including Mr. Trump?
I think it's somewhat ironic to see some members of Congress wanting to make common cause with the hardliners in Iran. It's an unusual coalition.
I think the kinds of rhetoric that we've heard too often from Mr. Trump and others is ultimately helping to do ISIL's work.
He is becoming ISIS's best recruiter. They are going to people showing videos of Donald Trump insulting Islam and Muslims in order to recruit more radical jihadists.
All right, joining me now is Dr. Sebastian Gorka, author of Defeating Jihad and a distinguished chair of military theory at Marine Corps University. Larry Korb is a senior fellow with the Center for American Progress and a former assistant secretary of defense. Dr. Gorka, I'll start with you first. What do you believe that Donald Trump, to speak of his rhetoric first, we'll get to the Democrats in a second, but what do you think that Donald Trump meant when he said that President Obama is the founder of ISIS?
Well, I'm not his spokesman. I'm not part of his campaign, so let him talk for himself. But if he means that the Obama administration and Hillary Clinton facilitated the growth of ISIS into the most powerful jihadi insurgency the world has ever seen, he is absolutely right. Let's just look at the facts. In 2008, when this senator from Illinois became the president and afterwards appointed Hillary as his secretary in state, at that moment in time, ISIS didn't exist. Al-Qaeda in Iraq, the forerunner of ISIS, was one regional franchise inside Iraq. When we withdrew our troops, when we started to cook the books on intelligence, as you hear from the CENTCOM analysts, then we facilitated the rise of ISIS. With these false red lines in Syria that meant nothing, all the things were put in place by this administration to help this former Al-Qaeda franchise become a trans-regional insurgency with more than 80,000 fighters today. That's fact.